Dalton456 here with some Jeep talk. Specifically, a power window and power lock conversion on a 97 to 2001 Jeep Cherokee. This is actually pretty simple. It's just a little time consuming and a little labor intensive. All you need to do this conversion, you have your door latch. You'll have to get 4 power door latches. There's an actuator in the hatch as well that you'll have to get. Obviously, you're going to need 4 power window regulators, door panels. You're going to need the wiring harness for the front 2 doors, which they're individual. So you'll have a harness for the left door and the right door. They both plug in right in the kick panel right here. Then you'll need your harness for each of the rear doors, which plugs in behind this panel here. If you don't have door switches, you can also do that at the same time. It doesn't matter if you are doing a power conversion or not for that. For some reason, even if you have manual windows and manual locks on the other intermediate harness, there's still the connectors for these. And I was able to find most of these harnesses on eBay, so it's not really hard to get parts. It'd be better, I guess, if you had a donor, or if you can go to a pull apart and find everything, because you can get your parts cheaper there. But anyway, so we have your wiring harnesses, we've got your power door locks, and we have window regulators. Obviously, you're going to need door panels. And there's an intermediate body harness that runs along the edge of the kick panel right here, goes across, runs that way, and it runs back to your lights and everything on this side as well. In order to change it, I don't know if I'll be able to point it out under here, but there's a gray bulkhead connector that you have to unbolt, and on the other side there's a bunch of connections on the fuse block itself. Now, you can also do keyless entry. As you can see, I have it. It works. And to do that, you're either going to have an overhead console and the wiring to go with it, or you'll have to have the large square style dome light. And the reason behind that is the keyless entry module is in said overhead console or dome light. It's better if you can find one that's already programmed with keys. If not, the dealership should be able to program it, but they want to charge $155 just for a key fob. I'm not sure what they would charge for programming. The route I actually went was, I was able to find a module on eBay with 2 key fobs already pre-programmed to it. Now, as far as that, all you do, you plug it in, it works. There's nothing else that has to be done with the vehicle. Really, like I said, I wouldn't call this a very hard conversion. Like I said, you do have to pull the interior out, and you are pretty much unplugging everything. The fuel pump wiring is also on that harness as well, so you will have to get underneath the vehicle and unplug that and route it back through. But other than that, as long as you have the right harness for the year, you should not have any issues. Now, there is a common thing with these Jeeps where none of the other switches will work for the windows, and that all comes from this module in most cases. You can still have an issue where, you know, you actually have broken wires or something. But what happens is, in this module, you've got your button right here for the window switch. So, you know, you push it in, you won't have any window control on the other doors. If it's out, anyone can roll the windows down. Well, on the actual circuit board on the inside of this switch assembly, there's a solder joint, or there's a couple of solder joints that break, just because, I guess, you know, people pushing on it, vibration, stuff like that. Well, if you can reflow that joint and fix it, that'll fix your issue with the windows only operating from the driver's side. Other than that, there's not anything else I can think of with this. So until the next Jeep Talk, later.